Alright, so welcome back to the channel once again. June has been fairly slow, but July is picking up, so we're gonna have a few fucking updates. And we're gonna start off with this one, then move maybe into another one of regular ones, and then we're gonna have a politically incorrect one. So, got some free time finally. We're drinking this one. This is Nepo from Poland. As you can see, we're basically having a motherfucking dessert right now. It's a really good brewery, one of my favorites, and the beers are actually quite good. So we're gonna pop that one open. In the background we're listening to this Vampiric Corridors, Dawn of the Vampiric Aryan Order. Very good black metal. New material is on the way, released on Darker Than Black, so keep your eyes peeled for this one. Actually, I'm gonna turn this a little bit up right now. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Vampiric Corridors is really fucking good, so check them out and keep your eyes peeled for the new release. Of course, a pretty politically incorrect band from the name alone. Okay, so back to Nepo. So we're having Nepo, smoothie bowl, peach banana mango cheesecake, and pastry sour. Now that I turn it up, I hope it's not that loud. Okay, let's pop this one up. Maybe just a little bit turn it down. Okay, so I hope the volume is fine actually. Okay, let's see. The only issue with this, it's very tasty. It's like a dessert. It's perfect. You can probably drink maybe 2 of this in a row. Not much because it's pretty sweet. But the other problem, the only problem I have is, as you can see here, it's 8% alcohol, so it's fairly strong beer for how sweet it is. Okay, let's go. And I like the consistency of it. Well, it's basically like, yeah, like I said, a pastry, a fucking dessert. Refreshing for a couple of times, but if you drink like 6-pack, I'm pretty sure you'll be a little bit sick from it. But yeah, Nepo is also amazing. They have amazing IPAs. For example, the Forest IPA, it actually smells like you're in the fucking pine forest. Okay, let's put it here. Take a look at the consistency. As you can see, it's like a really thick, I don't know, orange juice, multi-fruit, you know. Fucking cheers, and let's roll. Motherfucking refreshing. It was sunny today, and now it's dark. So yeah, forgive me about the light. So let's start off. Most of this stuff, I only have like 3 items, but one is a box set, and we're gonna, it's sealed, I just picked it up, we're gonna open it. It's an album I've been looking to get for a long time. I just didn't know which version I would like to have, but we'll get to that. The first 2 were found in the local shop, each for 3 euros. Wow. Okay, let's get into it. So we're gonna start off with this one. Let me actually take this out. Wow, what the fuck was wrong with the camera there? Kult Perunov, as I understand, established in 2006 in Croatia. I believe they stopped releasing material in 2014. A 2-man band. One guy goes by Lesavic, another by Insanus. So from Croatia. This album is the compilation of their demo tapes. 2006 Duhovy Predaka and 2007 Slavenski Chrny Metal. You know, black metal basically. For those who are not aware of Slavic mythology, Perun, the highest god of pantheon in Slavic mythology, god of thunder, fire, war. Interestingly enough, there are variations in Finnish culture, of course, which goes by ukko, and in Estonian uku. So, of course, pagan culture was very popular not only in Slavic countries but in the Baltic countries. I still remember one of the most popular T-shirts around, for example, in Russia and even in Estonia. I've seen this shirt. Also, was the shirt which says like Perun on top, and on the bottom it was usually "My God did not call me a slave," which is a fuck you to the Christianity, of course. So this is a compilation, 11 tracks, 53 minutes, 3 instrumental tracks. Let's take a look at the back. Basically have information here. So I've picked this up for 3 euros in a local shop, in a local kind of metal, kind of second-hand shop. So sometimes, what the fuck is wrong with the camera? Sometimes you can find stuff there. Okay, I do apologize for that. This is the first time this happens. I'm probably gonna stick it out here. Something is wrong. But anyway, I'm not gonna refilm it. But this is weird. This is the first time this is happening. So it starts off with an intro, a very classical intro in pagan black metal. This is in its core is a pagan black metal. You hear owls, thunder, kind of sounds of war, a bit of forest making the sounds. So it kind of reminds you of course, Graveland with their 1000 swords, probably. Very classical pagan stuff there. First thing that you will hear on this release is, of course, the program drums. Unfortunately, yeah, it has programmed drums. The pace of the release is from mid pace to fast pace. Now I'm actually afraid to put everything into camera. As you can see, it's a DUI recorded on what's this called, CDR, yeah. Let me try to bring the 2007 release. The charm here is that everything is handwritten, including the wolf. So it's very, very unique. Mid-paced to fast-paced, very riffy, very true sounding black metal, very cult black metal for the time, basically. Shriek vocals. There's an idiot on Metal Archive who rate this album like 7%. I think he's the only one. I guarantee you it's not 7%. Maybe there's nothing special in it, but it's very traditional and it's very good, so fuck that guy. And I'm not sure if that guy or another guy wrote that he's basically disappointed that it's not an SBM. You know, people are fucking retarded. Basically, this captures the feeling of Slavic pride. It's very bombastic, it's very proud, and it kind of encapsulates that feeling of pride in this raw, uncompromising black metal sound. So it's a very interesting find in the local shop. Like I said, we don't get that stuff, this kind of stuff very often. So the back here, two guys, released on, let's see, yeah, I need to do it slowly, I don't know why it acted up, the camera. Released on Terror Cult Productions. Of course, I was lucky enough, and my shop, which should not have these albums at all, of course had copy number 14 out of 300. So yeah, for Croatia, black metal, and for a like unknown band, I feel for 3 euros I actually scored here. Of course, this is not something that costs like 200 euros, but I'm really always happy about finding stuff like this in the local shops. Like, you just don't get this kind of stuff here, because the population of the whole country is 1.5 million of people, so you understand how usually excited I am when I find something like this. So yeah, Kult of Perun, yeah. is the name of the compilation, and Kult Perunov, of course, is the name of the band. So if you get the chance, check it out. It's a pretty interesting band. You're not missing out if you don't check it out, but definitely do if you're into that old school traditional black metal. Whoa, alright, so cheers again. Yeah, the consistency is very smoothie like. And let me tell you this, I'm not a fan of smoothies at all, but this beer and this brewery, man, I love Nepo. Okay, so like I said, only 3 items, so it's gonna be a fairly short video. But I do have a plan for July. I do have a plan maybe to film an extra one with also very small amount of items that is not gonna be a politically incorrect one. But then in the end of the July, there will be a politically incorrect one. Currently, I already have 4 items for that video. I might have 2 more. I'm waiting on those. If they will come, it's gonna be a fantastic video. We're gonna have like a huge, long, politically incorrect video in the end of July. And prior to that, we're gonna have, at least we're gonna have this one, maybe 1 more video, and a couple of shorts from concerts. By the way, guys, tell me what you think about the shorts. Do you enjoy them? I try to film like bands that I'm not very interested in, like Chelsea Wolf, the last one I did. Some shops that are okay, but they don't have a lot of material to film them, not like Helvet or Cult. So yeah, let me get your feedback on that. Okay, moving on. Talking too fucking much today. Okay, let's put it like this. From Norway, established in 1994, Old Man's Child. This one was also picked up in the local shop and also was picked up for 3.5 euros. I'll get to why it was that price. It was sealed, so it's a completely new CD. Project of Gelder, of course, most famously known for playing in Dimmu Borgir. Name. A lot of people had in the early 2000s, of course, like questions about the name. So apparently the name of the band is taken from the Book of Vikings by one of the members. The book is unknown, but I did some research trying to find the book. Of course, I did not succeed in that, because even the members, as I understand, don't know what kind of book it was. So in 2000, what I did find in 2000 interview, they said that the name in their interpretation means son of the devil. And in 2002 interview, they acknowledged that yeah, they don't actually know what's the meaning behind this name. Also an interesting fact, by the way, before they started playing black metal, the band was known as Requiem, I believe, and they actually did some death metal, which is interesting. Yep, there we go. So, this is their 7th full-length album, released in 2009, 43 minutes, yeah, 43 minutes of black metal. Interestingly enough, they still haven't released any new material, or rather, Gelder hasn't released any new material. Although in 2019 there was a tease on Facebook about new material of Old Man's Child being released. I really fucking think I should change the background. Now I think that the background is fucking with me. And since it's dark outside, it's trying to capture the faces. That's why it's, you know, moving out of sync. Again, I do apologize for that. So this is Slaves of the World, like I said, 2007 release. What pops up about this one is how great the quality of production is. It's very bombastic. and yet the sound and the structure of compositions on this album is very complex. If you ever listen to Old Man's Child, or this one in particularly, you understand what I mean. Songs kind of have layers and layers of it. Sometimes it feels very chaotic, but when you kind of listen to it, it feels more organic. There are keys here that play a crucial role and that are causing this feeling of chaos. And what's more interesting is in one song the keys are actually very, very folky, so it creates also, you know, to spice things up, there's some change to the pace and they create this folky atmosphere in one track only. But in its core it's melodic black metal, and sometimes I feel it has elements of a little bit of death metal mixed into it. Another interesting fact is the vocals. The vocals here, they have a range. So what the? So in Jesus Christ, come on, there we go. Everything is in this video is going south right now. So the vocals, yeah, the vocals have a variety in them. Sometimes he does shrieks, sometimes he does this deep growling stuff, which again is kind of a part of a maybe black metal or death metal element in it. In its nature, it's a very fierce, dynamic, in-your-face release. It's it's kind of a shame that it's the last release of Old Man's Child and we're still waiting that long for new material. Let me try. By the way, yeah, this is, as you can see, they're a bit different. So yeah, I would rather have more material by Old Man's Child than the shitty new material by Dimmu Borgir. Although I would go to see Dimmu Borgir just for fun, especially if they do one with a symphony. That seems to be okay. I have a record. I only have one record of Dimmu Borgir. I think I showed it here with a symphony orchestra. Yeah, it has almost all my favorite songs, so I don't mind. So yeah, there you go. This is Old Man's Child, Slaves of the World. Now, of course, I promised to tell you a bit of a story here. Let me try to put it here. So I got it in a local shop, also for €3, and it was sealed. Of course, I wondered why it was the price for every other sealed CD was 8 or 10, sometimes 5, but this one was the cheapest one. Let me bring it closer and let's try to read. Can we read it? Yeah, we can. License for sale in Russia Federation only. Any sales outside the AM territories is unauthorized and without the permission of the copyright owner. So that's why the owner was selling it that cheap. Of course, nobody's gonna, you know, fuck you over. And like, you know, nobody's gonna do a search and see like, oh my god, you have an unauthorized CD that is supposed to be sold only in the territory of one country. But anyway, I think that's the reason. Also very interesting, it was released in Russia, licensed by Century Media on some fucking Mazar Records in 2009. Hell knows what the fuck is Mazar. At least I'm hearing about it the first time. But interesting fact, it's hand number and it's numbered out of the 1,000, so it's a limited edition CD. Like I said, the shit that you find in your local stores sometimes surprise you. Like I said, especially me, considering how small the country of Estonia is. Okay, Old Man's Child, Slaves of the World. Alright, so Smoothie Bowl. Let's get rid of the last drops here. And the last item, it's going to be a CD box set. I'm guessing that's how you call it. But first, hope you're having a good summer. Cheers. So like I said, it's sealed. So we're gonna open it together. Of course, I'm gonna first talk about the band, and then we're gonna open it, okay? A lot of people will be upset. Okay, here we go. Here we go. No glare here. Inquisition. Black Mass for a Mass Grave. I'll be straight up honest with you. One of my favorite albums in black metal. I don't mean top 10. I mean, if I ever would have made a top 200, yeah, 200 is very optimistic. I would stick Inquisition there, this album for sure. Maybe some other albums as well. So, formed in 1990, originally in Colombia, then in US. Originally played black and thrash, or maybe even pure thrash. Considered to be probably one-man project run by infamous Dagon with the help of Incubus. So this is their 2020 release, 8th full-length album. Like I said, Black Mass for a Mass Grave. 4 years after the previous album. 4 years after Dagon controversy on a certain topic that we already actually have discussed here. Controversy from Metal Sucks, who is the most yellow pages online magazine in the whole metal culture. So thoughts on the controversy, I already expressed them, but I've seen a recent interview with Dagon with some Latin America guy. I think they were playing in Latin America. It's only, when I've seen it like a couple of weeks ago, maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago. It was 2 weeks old, so if you can find it, try to find it. It was published on YouTube, it's there, so you can easily find it. And he actually opens up a little bit more about that topic. There, he has some really good points. I mean, like, he's free. He doesn't need to, register as a certain individual. And he also speaks about those infamous files that they found on his computer. By the way, I was actually one of the first guys who posted when all this happened on their Facebook, and he actually replied to me and he said, like, I deny all charges. So yeah, I tend to believe him more because he's a free man and he never got in trouble, knowing the laws in USA how it will be. But of course, if let's be fair, if anything like this happens, or at least there will be a hint of this, there will be no forgiveness from anyone, especially that amount of people who actually supported Inquisition after reading all those files and understanding that, some of this is bullshit. But make your own choices, of course. Like I always speak, you read, you make your own choices. That's what you have to do. By the way, when I wrote that comment, I also stressed that I am a father of 2, so, Anyway, you have to make your own choices. I listened to that interview, I listened to the previous one with Rauta, and I think that he has some good points. He's making good points. Anyway, enough of this. For those who also don't understand, yeah, you can also try to separate the art from the artist. Cheers. Of course, some of you will say this is the most extreme case. Even Wark can be forgiven for that, but like I say again, make your own choices. I tend to believe him right now. So, where were we? Black Mass for a Mass Grave. So yeah, one of my favorite albums. Let's take a look at the back. Especially track 2, which is Luciferian Light Race. And track 4, Triumphant Cosmic Death. Absolutely amazing tracks. The album is absolutely amazing. It's this Inquisition have this absolutely amazing style of mixing cosmology with Satanism. Of course, here we have the signature froggy vocals that are back. And I want to stress out one thing. I want to stress out that no matter your opinions about Dagon as an individual, you have to admire one thing about him. It seems like in his quest for this cosmic Satanism, yeah, he maybe found some spell over music of black metal, because from riffs to paste to these hidden melodies that are inside that are very hypnotic, and every album is very consistent, and every album has this unique fucking atmosphere. And you have to consider this, that he keeps the atmosphere on the whole album, and this one is over an hour long. It's like diving into this intergalactic void of Satanism with perfect atmosphere. There's nothing quite that compares to Inquisition. So yeah, that's my fucking take on this album. It's amazing. Okay, the CD of Vampiric Corridors is over. Let me loop it and we'll take a look what's inside. Okay, there we go. So yeah, like I said, if you're not familiar with Inquisition, do yourself a favor. Keep your mind open, do the research. If you doubt anything, check this band out. It's an amazing band. Okay, like I said, it's sealed, so we're opening it together. And like I said, of course, I have been listening to this album like for a million times already. Why I bought this one? Because it was in my local shop. It was like 20 euros only, or something like that. Yeah, 20, I think. Yeah. It's been there for like a couple of years. I was thinking about getting the vinyl, but they never actually had the vinyl, or maybe they did, it sold out, but they had this one, and it's like a limited edition. It's limited to 1,000 copies. Okay, let's take a look at the art. About the art, of course, the only thing that I find funny about this release is the art. Yeah, I understand what they were going for, like death and stars and cosmic shit, but I do understand people who say that it looks like death is shitting stars. So yeah, maybe they should have, like when they saw that, maybe they should have, okay, let's rotate death heads here, and maybe from the stomach it's bursting the stars. Right now it looks like, yeah, it's unfortunately from the ass. On the back track listing, Agonia Records, of course, they're still doing the Inquisition albums. They were the first band that signed Inquisition after the controversy. Obviously, they did it because they were, let's be honest, not that big of a label, but, let's take a look at the sites here. Yep, there we go. Same here. So, they capitalized on that for sure, but it's business. Okay, now let's hopefully, yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so god damn it. Okay, so let's take a look. A few items here, or maybe just a couple. Okay, it looks like we have a flag. Let me try to put it in the so yeah, the same cover. So it has a flag. Pretty cool. Of course, I'm lucky enough that the can was empty. Okay, let's take a look inside again. We have a... I'm not sure what it is. I think, yeah, it's a patch. It's one of those patches that you iron with. Yeah, I think it's pretty much... Or maybe you need to take this out and sew it on. But it's a patch. cool. And we have the CD is actually stuck, so the empty box. Let's put it here. And we have a CD. This is a special CD, by the way. This is only for this box. It's called a Monochrome Edition CD. A little bit ripped here on the side, as you can see. But whatever. Really cool still. I like all those glossy designs that Inquisition have. This one is really cool. Okay, now let's try to get this fucker out. Yeah. So this clip case is very weird because it opens from the left side. Usually it's from the right side. But anyway, here you can see they are together. Of course we have a what looks to be a DJ pack, right? Yep. From promotional material, I believe, and from Luciferian Race video, if I'm not mistaken. The images. Okay. What the fuck is... Okay. It looks like it's been lying on the shelves for a long time. Wow, guys, I'm really sorry. Like I said, everything that could have gone wrong in this video went wrong. Yeah, anyway, here's the CD. Inquisition logo on the back here. Fantastic. Let's see if it has a booklet. It does. Let's take a look at the back also first. So, yeah. Track list. So, like I said, special edition. Let's take a look inside. So the same artwork, only in black and white. Track list, I mean lyrics and track list. Again, Death here, Cosmic Void. The guys here looking grim. Incubus actually has a gun. Wow, that's the first time I see him with a gun, I think. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I have seen him already on one of those controversial pictures where they're doing something with the right arms. But anyway, so yeah, really cool release, a really cool band. Inquisition is top. Look at that. Like, I mean, god damn it, fucking fantastic. A sight to be fucking hold. Alright, that's it for today. It was fast, it was short. I do apologize about the light and the zooming out and in. I'll have to figure it out. I do believe it's either... Actually, no, I don't believe it's from their faces on the back, because I would have seen it zoom. It actually is like fucking was blurry. I think it's because of the light, that the light changes outside, but it's the Baltics. I can't do anything about it. Cheers. Good. All right, let's put it like this. So I'll see you in a few weeks, hopefully. Like I said, if we are lucky, we're gonna have 3 videos in July. If we are not, we're gonna have 2, but we're gonna have a few shorts as well, hopefully. Yeah, from concerts. So yeah, let me know about those shorts. If you enjoy them, or if I should actually go out and film like I did, like 15 minutes of each band and put it together. There are some bands that, of course, I don't think are suitable for this channel. So yeah, as usual, think for yourself. Stay frosty, enjoy the summer, stay healthy, stay fucking black metal. I'll see you around, guys and girls.